Voila! It's Rusty time! Are you guys ready? Welcome back to Dorasty. I hope you've not forgotten that we are still on Moran's book. Okay, today we are just going to talk about two things and then we'll make it so snappy. Number one, we want to talk about God wants you to be single. Yes, He wants you to be single. And lastly, we'll be talking about the advantage of being single. So let's start with God wants you to be single. I don't know, God, I don't know for you, but I really know that God wants me to be single. That is why I'm still single. I'm rest assured. I don't know if we truly are working with God's time. Okay, it's possible that you are single and it's not God that wants you to be single, but me, I'm certain about myself that I'm single at this moment because God wants me to be single. There's no how you are God's child and then you have an intimacy with Him, you will know the level or the stage that you are in life, except if you are not this serious type. Don't say it. Don't say it. Nobody should hear you. But hope you heard me. Yes, except if you are not this serious type. Okay, back to business. We want to talk about God wants you to be single. I want to personalize this rather. I want to personalize this because this book is actually speaking on me in this chapter 3 and chapter 4 that God wants me to be single. Let me tell you something. If I had married last 5 years or last 2 years, whoa. You see this laugh, my husband would have brought me back to my father's house because they need to rearrange me. It's not as if they've not done work on me, but that my mind was not settled then. Okay, I wasn't preparing last 5 years, last 2 years. I wasn't prepared for marriage, and I was not preparing for marriage. That's why I say I want to personalize this very chapter 3 that God wants me to be single. Why did God want me to be single? Number one, He wants me to be able to handle myself, handle my emotion, handle my physical appearance and my environment. He also wants me to be able to have the ability to accommodate more than me around myself. I don't know if you get that. So God want me to be single because He want me to love myself first. You see those words of Jesus in the Bible that says that love your neighbor as you will love yourself. Jesus was not having water in his mouth when he said that. No, there's no how you can love yourself and not reach out love to other. That would be selfishness. Are you getting it? And then it's not love. And there's no how you will love yourself low and be able to give high. That's hypocrisy. So when you love yourself, you know the right thing to do and at the right time to do it. You know how to extend love. Some of us expect people to give us love and we don't even give ourselves love. Okay, so God wants me to be single at this moment, to be able to love myself enough and to be able to love or to give out my own kind of love to my partner and people around me. Do you get it? Again, there's no how you can be single, you don't love yourself, you can't make yourself happy, and you expect your partner to make you happy. It's not possible. Like, yeah, it's not possible. So you first need to believe in yourself. Know that you can do all things through Christ that strengthens you. You can make yourself happy. You make it a choice if you want to be angry. Like, nothing can get you upset. I'm not saying that people will not want to look for trouble. People will want to look for your trouble, not just people, your environment and other things. But if you're happy within you, if you're full of joy, you can extend your joy to the next hand coming. Do you get it? That's what I'm talking about. And God wants me to be single again, in addition to other points, because He really wants me to be able to handle the intimacy I have with Him before I can introduce another friendship into the one I have with Him. Do you get it? If you can handle your relationship, your intimacy with God, then any other one coming should be able to balance each other. No one is lacking, no one is down. They are just at the same level, but God will definitely take the bigger part. And even if it takes, see, there's no how you are into intimacy with God and He does not tell you those things He wants to tell you. It's just that we choose to ignore it, or when it's not Him anymore mastering the movement, it is you mastering your movement. Do you get? So if truly it is Jesus who is taking the wheel, definitely when one overlap the other, He will let you know. Okay, so let's take a short break as we continue with chapter. Yes, welcome back again and again and again. Let's talk about the last chapter for this very episode. The last chapter says that, which is chapter 4, it says that there's advantage of being single. One of the advantages of being single is that you have enough time to do all what I've mentioned in the past, and then you have enough time to make the right decision. I keep telling myself this, that Dorothy, this my waiting, I cannot end up with the wrong choice. I cannot be desperate enough to go into what God has never and will never have it as a plan for me. So I'm also putting it to you that this very advantage of advantage of being single is a very pertinent one that you really need to pay attention to. Another advantage of being single is that after working on yourself, you are certain that yes, you can actually accommodate this. While waiting, you work on yourself. Yes, that's the advantage. Work on yourself as wife material. God the kind of wife that He wants in a marriage, so that will not be hearing the issue of divorce. You have the advantage of making the right choice, asking yourself questions. Is this guy good for me? Is this lady good for me? Can I stay with this guy for the next 20 years? Can I live with this lady for the next 15 years, 20 years, 30 years, blah blah? These are the advantages that you can have in waiting. And then while waiting, a lot of noise will be coming up. You need to block your ears. You need to be focused. You need to know where you are going to. As a Christian guy, as a Christian lady, do not be left out in asking yourself a lot of questions about, am I really waiting because God wants me to wait? Am I on the right track? If your answer is yes, then there's no regret in this very thing. It's just an advantage to you. Believe me, there are people who are married and they want to be single. Yes, they wish to live this single life that you are living. They envy you, but they can't tell you. Rather, they attack you with, you will not get married. When are you bringing him? When are you bringing her? You are getting old. See, nobody should deceive you that you are getting old. If you are getting old, then too are getting. Nobody is to live here forever. So just take use of the advantage of being single at the moment. Relax yourself, enjoy it while God is working out for this marriage. So thank you for staying by. If you are new to this channel, I'm begging you to subscribe to this channel, to share, and also to make a comment. And if you are a returning subscriber, I love you, and don't forget to also send your comment, like, share. So meet you in the next episode. I think I'm almost concluding this very book. Okay, Maureen have done a good job on me, and then I'm sharing it. I want to reach out to people, to touch you and to work on you, to also bless others. Okay, tell people about this book. You can check the previous episode, watch them, share it, buy it as a gift for somebody. Okay, someone you so much cherish, someone you want him or her to deal with a single life. So meet you in my next episode. Dorothy always.